can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. That jab doesn't score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That's straight hurting. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You just see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
And follow with a straight right hand. Good defense with that left jab. That jab doesn't score. Good defense stopping that jab. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You got a swarmer on your case, you know you've got to fight, you got to hold him, you got to tie him up, you got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to go back.
And there's the bell to start round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And down goes Jacobs. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
A shot from...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the end.
I need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that I ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
He parries that left jab away. Nice counter. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Together, listen, be smart when you go out there.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Good work out there.
Just stepping round. Don't worry about that round.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't run back into the fight.
That round, it was a bad round, but we don't care.
And there's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Trying to land that jab. Catch and shoot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Swing and a miss with the jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, gentlemen.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Tough and don't give him anything. Go back.
And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just missed with that jab. The right hook just missed. think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Failing to score with that right hook. That jab doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You were thinking, you don't want to lose this fight, do you?
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That one will count. As you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Real General's back in the building. Trust. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working down for the salary. Every day in gym burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peas with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson. Sugar. Here.
This bout is skip.
One of the hot. So here we go. Should be a good one. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The straight right just misses. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. Got him with a left jab. Left hook, it's finding its target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That uppercut can't get through. Nice idea, and that hook lands. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he caught him with a left. Robinson goes to the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you still want to fight.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are away.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're going back into this. You're better than this, Dave.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Bell rings and we start the third. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell and here we go. Good counter punching. Looking to land the hook. That right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They're giving us a high-tempo show. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense on that hook. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The courage on display here is incredible. These two fighters are made for one another. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice exchange here from both men. The charts action from both of these fighters. And he fails to score with that left hook. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They block the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Lucky that hook didn't score. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. On to the sixth round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain, man.
That left hook won't score. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. how much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The stamina is off the charts. Missing with the left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Just keep him out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab.
Doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear. And I don't want you to load up.
Dub, that's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put it in.
Then ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Get this boxing back together. I need you to get back out.
Can't miss it. Great one. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
That jab back. Just boxing.
Here we go. It's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Missing with the hook. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Whoa, wait a minute! Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he gonna do? A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted.